everyone. It's Sean here from Worldwide Red Show, coming to you from the great state of Texas. You know what to do. Hit the like, subscribe button, get involved. Listen, Manchester United 0, West Ham 1 in the Carabao Cup. So that's one trophy we will not be winning this season. Guys, listen, normally after losses, I come on and I try to evaluate the match. Sometimes I am a little in my feelings, so I can rant a little bit and like to throw people under the bus. But I'm going to tell you this. I have watched every Manchester United match probably, I don't know if I've missed one in like 10 years since, we started getting inundated with all the matches here in the States and all that kind of stuff. And I've seen us play way worse than tonight, even this season, and win matches. I've seen us play horrible and win. Today, at times, I don't think we were horrible. Well, let me put it this way. I'm not going to come at the manager at all today, because today was not a defensive performance. We weren't trying to park the bus. It wasn't simply trying to counterattack. And let's call it what it was. Ultimately, I want to talk about the players today. Normally, I probably give a lot more of my criticism toward the coaching and the management. But if you come out today and bash Ole Gunnar Solskjaer for tonight's performance, your agenda's crazy. Because, listen, I have not felt that Ole was the guy for almost 2 seasons now. You that follow me know this. But this was not on Ole whatsoever, unless you want to argue we had to win this cup, so it was too much rotation. If you want to say that, then I'll listen to you, right? Because you can't expect this team to come in and be sharp and be playing amazing football and combining and doing all this and all that and just put teams to the sword when we made probably 11 changes, right? So our team was well good enough to easily beat the team in front of us. West Ham made changes too, not as many as we made, but they made changes nonetheless. However, outside of giving up a ridiculously nonsensical rec league level goal, Alex Telles, again, normally I would just crush somebody for that type of defending. However, I can't do it because, let's face it, the guy hasn't been playing. So if you haven't been playing, I'm not going to crush you for that. But that defending was terrible. Listen, I've heard them over in England say it this way, or especially in Jamaica, you was put in a spliff and smoked, sir. You was smoked, because that was terrible all the way around to give up that goal so early on. We had, I believe, I just looked at the stat line, 25 shots. So who do I think, where does the blame go today? Because everyone's looking for blame. Everyone's looking for anger. And again, sorry I'm all over the place with my camera, guys. I'm doing this right after the match. So I'm not in my setup or anything like that. You're just getting it raw. Here's the thing. Our attackers at times were terrible, were poor tonight. Let's put it this way. Who played, let's say who didn't play well tonight? Who obviously tell us, we know, Lord, that was terrible. Juan Mata really didn't do much for me this evening at all. Jesse all of a sudden thought he was turning into like some superstar, constantly shooting from outside the box. He played pretty greedy tonight, not connecting with his team the way that he should have at times. Anthony Martial at times was really good in the hold-up play. You see what he gives us that none of our other strikers give us. That hold-up play, Ronaldo doesn't do that. Listen, Ronaldo, I love Ronnie. But if Ronnie's not scoring goals, he don't offer anything else. Tony at least offers something else, and that he comes back, picks up the ball, beats people in the half turn, 1-2, make things happen for the wingers. However, there were times today where Tony was good. There were times today that you could watch him and see why people hate him in our fan base. They're very anti-Martial. They want him out because there were times he's just walking around, which I won't just knock people for that because Messi walks 90% of a match. So I'm not into you have to be running and kicking people the whole time. I know it's more the English mindset, but let me say it this way. There are times that Tony, he gets frustrated and he flat out looks disinterested. He literally I don't need you to put in the hard yards and all that stuff all the time, but there's some times that you do need to get on the end of something. And there are times that Tony doesn't give us enough of that. He drifted in and out of the game. Sometimes he was very good with the connections and hold-up play. Other times he was vanished. So I'm not really giving him too much props today, but I'm not going to say it was on him. Now, my guy I love, who is having a rough time early in his United career, Jadon Sancho, I still would like to see him more on the right than on the left. That's just me. However, you know, the problem with Jadon is, now again, he's a notoriously slow starter. Last year, if you remember, he was terrible up until about November. If you remember, everyone was saying that it was the United transfer that got in his head. So we've seen this from him before. He's kind of a young guy, likes to apparently get out and have some fun. So in the off season, apparently he's a slow starter. So I'm going to give him some credit. Plus, he's got to adjust to Premier League in Premier League play, which we're playing a Premier League team. We're not lucky. Like, does it seem to me like, I'm not using this as an excuse, I'm not complaining, but it seems like every year in a lot of these cups, we have to play like Chelsea. Last year it was Liverpool. We're always playing like Premier League teams when City are always playing like Doncaster Rovers or Wycombe Wanderers. Or it's weird to me that they always play these League 1, 2, 3 sides, and we always have to play Premier League teams. It just is strange. I don't remember us really getting many of those bye weeks the way I've seen other teams get them. But still, we should still beat West Ham no matter what. However, ultimately, Jadon, he'll bet in. It's going to take some time. I know people are like, he's such a flop, he's such a flop. And the same people were calling Kai Havertz shy Havertz last year. We've seen what it is sometimes for young, talented players coming from the Bundesliga, where they're used to seeing a high line every week, all kinds of space. The Premier League is different gravy. And so Jadon's going to be fine. Matter of fact, Jadon has world-class potential. He'll be fine. Let's just not act like psychos right away. So anyway, the front four really for me was to blame. To have 25 shots and not score is not good. Now, I know that like Diop had the game of his life, but we're talking about Diop, okay? So let's go to the midfield. Donny and Matic, solid all game. Solid all game. Any hatred that any of you guys throw toward Donny van de Beek because you're in love with Scott McTominay because he came through the academy is ridiculous. This guy played amazing in all facets of the game today. I may have seen him make like 2 or 3 mistakes, but overall he was everywhere. He was breaking up play. His one touch, get the ball out quickly passing is phenomenal. At times it kind of frustrates me because we don't play that way. So there are times when he takes the ball in the half turn, he has a little bit of space. I need him to run at somebody and then make a pass, but he's so used to moving the ball. And it's amazing. Just watch Donny off the ball. He's so much smarter offensively than some of our players that he's literally, you'll watch him, pointing where he wants them to pass the ball, where he shouldn't even be having to be doing that. They should know. See, here's the problem. You hear people doing this all the time, especially, you'll hear coaches say, find feet. There are times that feet are not what you find because defense is there, you find space. It comes down to intelligence and smarts, and Donny has it. He's like, look, there. And listen, as soon as you get people on the same wavelength, when Mason come in, that pass was nasty. The one that Donny put Mason in. I'm telling you this for free. Scott nor Fred, the pastor or the passion, neither of those guys, right? Or I should say McPassion pastor. They don't make that pass. So Donny, man, I don't know what he's got to do to show people that he's a player of quality. I don't know what it is, but he was good today. Now, was he like, prime Scholes? No. But he was good. Matic was good. The fact is, though, second half, Matic, he just ran out of legs. Diogo Dalot at times was good today. He ran out of legs in the second half. He was struggling. This is just fitness. People aren't playing. They're not getting matches, so you can't expect the team to be great that hasn't even been playing. Dean Henderson didn't have much to do. What he did do well in the one-on-one with Mark Noble, made himself big. Noble tried to meg him, blocked that. Good job overall. The defense, Bay makes you realize every time you see him play how much you miss him because he's wild. he does craziness. He pretended at one time. Today he got slapped in the mouth and Noble just had his shirt. Which, by the way, Noble, who's the king of shirt holding. Let me explain this to you guys. And listen, this is no excuse. I'm not saying we deserved to win. We didn't. But Noble's drag down of Jesse in the first half is a penalty. Now, you can say it's soft, it's whatever, because it's a contact sport. I get it. It is soft, but it's still a penalty. It doesn't matter if it's soft. Let me explain to you why. There's no rules that I'm aware of, unless the game is different in Europe than over here. There's no rules I'm aware of that says certain fouls are fouls outside of the box, but in the box, they're perfectly legal. I don't know of that. If that exists, you guys get in the comments and let me know. Because if Mark Noble grabs Jesse Lingard like that at the halfway line to keep him from progressing and pulls him down by his shorts and his shirt like he did, that's a foul. It gets called 100% of the time. But in the box, all of a sudden, it's not a foul. And that's ridiculous because the truth is we needed to ride our luck today because obviously we couldn't put the ball in the back of the net. Now, look, you guys know me. I try my best to be a fair man. And today, I'm sure I'll watch a lot of YouTubers and they'll be bashing Ole and saying, I can't believe this team got outplayed by West Ham. I've already seen it on Twitter. People saying we got blown off the field, outplayed by West Ham. I'm like, what game are you watching? They never outplayed us. They parked the bus after they got a lucky goal because we can't defend. We had 25 shots, right? I haven't even seen the possession stats. You know, it's not like we dominated them. But we didn't play bad. We played an open game, almost cost us in the second half if Yarmolenko could score. But ultimately, guys, look, it is what it is. We move. One less opportunity for a trophy. It's embarrassing. But ultimately, I've seen our team play worse and get wins, and everyone celebrate and sing. So I'm not too fussed by it. I'm just irritated that we lost. But we move. We go again, and hopefully let's get a win this weekend in the Premier League. Anyway, guys, it's been Sean from World Wide Red Show. Let me know what you think about the game. Let me know your thoughts on the match. Get in the comments, like, subscribe, get involved, shoot me a message. Let's connect in this wild world of social media. If you don't know where to find me on football Twitter, it's at WWReds_show. That's me. Holler at your boy. I'll talk to you later. This is Sean. Listen, glory, glory, Man United at all times. I'm out.